What's up, y'all? You already know the vibes. It's your girl, Ivy L1O, also known as DJ Poizon Ivy. You see me, you know where I'm at. You see who I'm with. I'm tapping in with the real life street stars, okay? Dallas, Texas representing. I mean, they the realest. So what I need you to do is you be a real one and make sure you subscribe. Hit the button right there. You see it? Right, it might be over here for some of y'all. But over here, subscribe, keep it locked. So much love. I love them.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life, it ain't real life. Just say real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. God damn it! Big Ivy in the building. Big Poizon. God damn it! Guy looking like $1 million bucks.
Looking like $1 million. Just all that melanin in it.
Now, hey, let's kick it off like this, man. We got Poizon Ivy in the building. DJ Poizon Ivy. The elusive one.
So I you know what's so crazy? First of all, I need that. That's gonna be my alarm clock, like that intro.
Yeah, wake the hell up.
I am waking up today. I mean, how can you not feel like that's amazing?
How can you not? And it's funny because we give that intro to some people who probably don't deserve it, but you definitely deserve it.
Oh well, thank you.
And
Thank you. Smelling good with the I word drip. Where did you get them shades from, honestly? Because them shades are fly as hell.
Well, let's talk Oh man.
let's talk fashion.
I be seeing it. You be dripping.
You know, I mean, I'm gonna be real, right? I'm gonna be really real because I'm probably like, this is like who I am, and I feel like I'll be such a lie if I sat here and said that, like, you know, this is all me every day. No. I have an amazing stylist. Her name is Amanda.
Yeah.
And that's my girl. But I'm gonna tell you like this though. Since we're talking fashion, right? I have this theory where people think like having like no stylist is like the cool thing to do. And it's like, you know, if you can do that by yourself, that's cool. More power to you, right?
More power to you.
However, I also think there's a lot to be said where like two people collaborate, where somebody has to go and really like be you, like see you in those clothes,
Yep.
and then put them on you, and their vision is like fire. And then also, wait, but pause, but also to the other person who has to like pull the fit off. Like I have to embody everything it takes to be able, and Amanda knows like, I be coming in here and be like, yo, do I have to wear shades? Do I have to do this? She's like, yes, because it's part of the look.
It's part of the look.
When I see it without it, I'm like, dang, you right. You know what I mean? So like having to see her energy and feel that, and then to find people who can make it work like all the time, like all hits, no misses.
So I gotta ask you then, when you put on them shades and that fit, give me one word that described what you was feeling right there.
So here, my baby cousin's right here. He was in the house with me. What did I do? I stood in front of the mirror for a long time, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, put that shit on, Ivy. Put that shit on. Let that shit put you on, you know?
So we're going to ask you the age-old question. What is the first thing you notice on a man when it comes to fashion?
The first thing I notice, how he smells.
Oh, damn. So he got to get close. Like close.
And even if, no, you ain't got to be close. You ain't got to be close to me for me to smell you. If I can be able to smell you from a nice little distance, you know what I mean? Like.
Oh, that's good and bad. Okay.
Well, no, now on the good side, you right.
Okay, on the good side.
Not like that.
So outside
I didn't clarify, but yeah, you know.
Outside of the smell good, what do you notice first on a man, repertoire-wise?
Whether or not he has on a watch.
Oh, damn. That's interesting.
Only because my granny always just tell me, you got to find a man who wears a watch.
Oh, shit.
Otherwise, he wasting your time.
Oh, shit. Oh, I like that.
Real old school.
What kind of watch, though?
I mean, okay, so therein lies, like, you know.
Yes.
First of all, it's real easy. It's not even like brands or anything like that. But like, is it a digital watch or is it an analog watch? You know what I mean?
Tick. Does it want? Because you know Rick. Because you know what Rick Ross said. He said, "You see my watch. I may not know what time it is, but you know what time it is."
But you know what time it is.
That's a bar. God damn. Y'all killing me.
Them kind of watches, yeah, them kind. No, but I mean, in all honesty, like it really don't matter. I just really want to know like your accessory game. You know, obviously if it's iced out, cool, whatever. But I want to know what your bank account looking like, because you know, hopefully you're not wearing your whole bank account on your wrist, like you know.
So I'm curious, when it gets to that point, is it your is it boxers, briefs, or tidy whities?
Ooh. You know, I love a man who could pull off some briefs. There's something sexy about a man who can like, you know, really put on some briefs, you know.
Yeah.
Boxers had a moment. I feel like y'all get slapped in y'all boxers sometimes though. Like I just feel like if you get like, I don't know. I feel like y'all fall in love with like.
It's been a year.
Yeah, like bro, they don't crease anymore. Like you know, that's why you know briefs they try to hold on to you a little bit.
Nah,
so.
for real.
Yeah.
So you know we got to introduce. We got Poizon Ivy in the building. If you've seen the Mark Cuban interview, he said that you are the reason why these local niggas is getting a shot to work with the Mavericks. Talk to us, Poizon Ivy. You putting on? We didn't know this.
Man.
Why ain't you ain't just get on the gram and just be like, yeah, I did that.
I'd rather have the people talk for me.
And they did. And they know they did. And all right, so for those that don't know, man, the Dallas Mavericks, what did Mark say? He said, what word did he use? He said something about the culture. Like anything that's culture is Poizon Ivy. I don't do nothing culture.
He credited you with the culture.
Anything culture wise, Poizon Ivy. So
Man, but let me tell y'all this. Like, shout out to MC. Because
call him MC. God, nickname superhero names.
Shout out to Mark Cuban for being an amazing team governor, and all the things that he really is, because he's really a lot more than that. But I hope that show everyone that like he listens. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Because you know he's been, and again like something as simple or menial as like music, but if you know like that's one of his most important, like that is like top 3 for him. You know what I mean? And so like I love that I've been able to kind of in the 5 or 6 years that I was in that space, like really make everybody feel seen and heard, like in the arena. You know, I always just thought to myself, like if I was a hometown kid, what would be the coolest thing that would happen to me? You know what I mean? It would be that my favorite player runs out to my song, or my friends at the game, like, you know, tagging me this, that, and the third. Like I feel like people deserve to feel that, and if I can make that happen, like why not? But also it's because like it's some really good music out here, you know?
Yeah, it's dope because again, I used to work there, used to be a bartender there for a couple years, and you noticeably notice the music there's a lot of local artists. You hear a Big Tuck, you hear all of these local superstars getting played in the arena. I'd be like, damn, they show more love at the sports arena than they do on the radio. You know what I mean? And it always wondered about that, but then he credited you. So for you, how do you decide, like, who do you want to put on and who do you want to put your hands around?
Listen, I feel like, and this is real, I feel like if you out here working, somebody's talking about you.
Yeah.
And the people who talk, people like me listen or should listen, but I listen, you know? It's a combination of things, man. Like I do some research, you know what I mean? Because sometimes too, like it takes resources to be out there. I mean, I know people say, oh, the internet, this, that, and the third. But like, you know, people sometimes like, I'll tell y'all. Yeah. Okay, like I always ask myself every time before, people want to know, well, Ivy, how do you like soundtrack a game day, right? Yeah. I'll look at things like, is it a Monday? How do people feel on Mondays? Like the energy needs to be up, right?
Okay.
Like, is it raining outside?
Damn, okay.
Like, what's the weather like outside? Cool. Okay. What happened in the news yesterday? You know what I mean?
Oh, damn. Strategic, surgical with this bitch.
Real. I mean, it's like science and art. Like, or
does it matter who they're playing? Like who they're playing against?
Big question. Who's their opponent? You know what I mean? There's certain days where I'm not gonna I'm gonna lay off the New York tracks. I'm gonna lay off the Atlanta tracks. Like I'm gonna lay off the LA tracks. Like, but also with that being said, is what does Dallas sound like? You know what I mean? How do we create a consistent? Yeah, like how do we? If you were to say Dallas right now, like what should we be hearing in the arena? Old school, new school, alternative, hip hop, R&B. I mean, there's so much that we can do to create like an identity, and that was always one of my biggest goals. Is like our arena should sound like us.
Do you feel like the Dallas Maverick fans support the music, the team, the arena as well as they can? Have they had good years? Have they had bad years? How are they doing this year?
In terms of our team?
No, just the fans. The fans. You know, because you got to, you know, the fans could cheer a motherfucker back into the game.
They can. Our fans are great. And this is a crazy season because, like, you know, we're sold out of season tickets.
It's crazy right now.
Like,
it's crazy.
Demand is high. But I will say this. Demand has been high consistently. I think we're probably up there in terms of teams with like the number of sellouts. But people are actually showing up to games. Like their butts in seats. I feel like we have a good time. You know, I feel like we have a good time for sure. Oh, yeah. I feel like, I'd never experienced anything like last year's playoffs. That was crazy.
Damn,
you know
talk about it. Talk about it.
Did you think we were gonna make it to I felt like we was gonna go to the finals.
I had a conversation with, because I have a no. I mean,
I chopped it up with Luka.
I have a lot of friends on the Golden State Warriors. And yes, I know, but they are friends and family. I went to college with Juan Toscano Anderson before he left for the Lakers. I have a lot of good friends on that team, and they were like, bro, honestly, like whoever won that series won the championship.
That's straight up. Hey, honestly, have you ever seen anything like Steph Curry? What is up with him, man? God damn, that dude is...
he's the one player sometimes, like a lot of people, like, no, it's not about getting starstruck. It's not about any of that. But Steph is one of those people where I'm like, are you human? Like, I just want to know, like, because there's just no way,
I just watched the video where he made a shot from, like, inside his house at the arena. Like, he was at home and he shot it. And it was at the Golden State arena.
And then he did it twice just to make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Did you see the one where he was like heaving them from all the way across the court and he did 5 in a row?
Behind his back,
I'm
not
like,
looking.
Are you serious right now? All right, so for you, right, I want to know who is the best player that you've seen in person? You could put Steph aside if you feel like it's Steph.
I mean, y'all remember I've been a Mavs ball girl since I was 12 years old.
We didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, we didn't know that.
I grew up as a Mavs ball girl. I spent 6 years.
No, wait, hold on, stop, man. Hold on, stop it.
My rookie year as a ball girl was Bron and Melo and them's rookie year in the league.
Let's do it like this, man, because we didn't even get the goddamn backstory. Where are you from? Like, take us through there until you get to the. God, no, because I seen you post Milwaukee IG shit. I'm like, okay, is she from Milwaukee?
Okay.
Let's go through that.
Let's clear this up. Okay, let's clear this up, right? I was born and raised in Nairobi, Kenya.
Man, shout out to Nairobi.
So yes,
it's 12 o'clock in Nairobi.
Young East African girl, all the vibes, right? I moved to Dallas when I was 9. So I grew up here.
What hood? What hood you go to?
Man, why are you gonna do me like that?
I gotta do you like that. Don't say Plano.
No, I grew up in Farmers Bridge.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I grew up in Farmers Bridge. So it's,
yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I feel like I got some little cred, you know what I mean?
How was it?
Yeah.
How was that transition from Kenya to Dallas?
Yo, it was crazy. We got here on December 31st, 1999. Y'all remember all that the Y2K stuff? Yup, perfect. When I say that, these people are like, Y2 what? I'm like, oh, Lord, okay.
Concerned to the bitch. He was like, bro.
Y'all were growing up to be legit concerned. You know what I'm saying?
What is gonna happen?
Thanks, but I was like, man, like, if the world ends, at least I get to see like America. You know what I mean? I was on that vibe, but it was crazy. Like the kids used to be like, man, how'd you get here? Like my mom used to tell me all the crazy answers to give them, and it was a lot. Like I remember having to like practice losing my accent like in a mirror.
See,
you know?
Hey, I got teased out of my accent. So I'm Nigerian. We're both Nigerians. Yeah, and we used to have they teased me out. Had to get in a lot of fights. It's just how it is.
I'm just curious.
What's up?
How big was Michael Jackson in Nairobi?
What, bro? My mom, when Michael Jackson passed away, you would have thought my daddy died.
Damn.
Like, my mom.
I feel.
My mom was like in shambles, bro. Like, I was like, at first I was like, you know, I'm gonna let her get it out.
He's coming like, Mom, it's been 4 weeks. The fuck?
But I'm like,
bereavement?
So to answer your question, huge, like huge, you know.
I'm sure.
But
Did you shed a tear when Pac died?
you know, okay, can I be real?
Yeah, let's get.
I was like, I don't think so I was probably like 5 or 6 when Pac died. So I don't think I like understood the gravity of that. But I shed a tear every other day, dog. Every other day, you know. I'm a Gemini too. We're gonna get to that later. So I really like, you know, yeah.
Damn. So okay, so you're out here. You lose the accent.
Okay, so grew up here,
And it
went
beat
to
you to
school
submission.
here. Right. Then I went to college in Milwaukee. I went to Marquette.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yes.
Who else went to Marquette? Was that? It was
Jimmy Butler.
Okay, it was a mad. Yeah, people that went to Marquette.
Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder. Okay.
Juan. Steve Novak. Dwayne Wade.
That's Wade.
Yeah, I say that one because I'm a Mavs fan, so I'm like, you can't really. Those are like damn near cuss words. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I never, you know how they have like, wear your college jersey day to school. Like, I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna pass on this one.
But to circle back, so you were a ball girl at 12 when Bron entered the league.
Yeah.
So were you saying Bron is the best peak person you've seen play? Like who are you going toward?
No, what I'm saying is like I was in the league before MJ retired.
Oh shit.
Like I remember him giving Michael Finley his shoe like the last game as a Wizard. I mean I've seen.
Were you there when Vince Carter dunked on Sean Bradley?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes.
T-Mac, they were just violating.
It was a lot, man.
Okay, what's a ball girl?
You know the kids who like rebound for the players.
Yeah, I thought it was only boys could do that. I didn't know girls could.
Come on now.
Saying I didn't know. I'm learning something new every day.
You're allowed. So for any other kid out there who may have thought that, no, you can be in 2002, 1. No, but yeah, I mean, I grew up doing that for like 6 seasons. So I remember like in 06 when we lost the championship, I remember like seeing them wheel out like the championship trophy on the floor. Like I done seen some things.
What's the craziest thing you seen a fan do?
You know, to be fair, we actually have some pretty well behaved like fans. I haven't seen anything crazy. Now, I'm gonna tell you who I do want to meet. I want to meet the person who flew that paper plane all the way from like the 300s and then landed on Dorian's foot. That is skill. That is elite. You know what I mean? I mean, aside from the few like really, no. Fans be out here talking that shit. Oh my God. It's less about what they do, more about what they say. You know? That's what get me. And they be like,
Yeah, like Draymond recently had a fan kicked out, and I'm like, I thought it was like somebody that might have said the N-word or something, but it was another black dude. I'm like, what the hell did he say to you for you to tell? Nah, get.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, and listen, I understand that a lot of our fans pay a very healthy amount of money to sit in very close proximity to see and say and hear and smell all that they want to. However, it be like, bro, come on. Like, some things just gotta be off limits. Like, and so I commend athletes, man, because I think that sometimes we see them react even to each other, like, in a crazy way. But you can't imagine you going to work and then somebody saying something about your mama. Like, you know what I mean?
That happened to Chris Paul. I was at that game.
Yeah.
That was very wild.
Yeah. And it's, yeah. And again, shout out to, like, it was handled as quickly as it possibly could have been. Like, our arena staff are incredible. But yeah, I mean, people are really, like, that's the dark side of sports, y'all. It's like, people get real crazy. And you have to think, like, these people have children, they have significant others, who are like accessories by, association. So it gets a little crazy, and at some point you gotta, you know, I'm glad all leagues are like finding a way, even online. Think about it, like people, you know, people going on Twitter talking reckless, and it's like, fam, like that shit gets to you. It can get to your head, you know. So,
speaking of like different emotions, is it hard not to get caught up in the emotions of the team when you're watching them play and make it work?
1,000%.
And you're getting it kind of it's going kind of hard.
1,000%. Because I'm a real Mavs fan. Like, I think that's what a lot of people don't know is like, are you just a Mavs fan because you work for the Mavs? Or no, I'm like a diehard Mavs fan and have been since my childhood. So like, yes, 1,000%. And it's like my moods be affected by like wins and losses and stuff, and it's like you be looking just like, girl, it's just a game. It's like, no, it's not. It's not.
What's the wildest thing you done said in that group chat when the trolling start?
Man, I get it all. Though. I be ready to fight. I be like, pull up. I be like, drop the pen, pull up. Nah, I mean, I be getting my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. I take that shit very personally, like very personally. You know.
So at what point did you go from ball girl to DJing and get into the Mavericks? Like, what was the journey?
Okay, so I'm in college, and that's when I started. That's where I learned how to DJ, right? And I was on the college our college radio station, all the things, and then like I worked in sports. I worked for the Bucks. I worked for Marquette basketball. So like I was always in the mix. Yep. And so I started DJing. I met Skylar Diggins Smith, or Skylar Diggins at the time when I was in college. And I DJ'd one of her camps. And when she went on tour, I became her DJ. So I legitimately used to just like play pregame music for her at her camps. Okay. And so when I moved down to Dallas, I became the Dallas Wings DJ first. Ah. So I spent their inaugural season as their DJ. And then one of my friends, shout out to Abel, Professor AMX. Like me and Abel have known each other since we were like 12 and 13 years old. Yeah. And he's the one who told me, he was like, yo, you need to call the Mavs and just be like, I'm in the area, what's good? Like I want to intern and all the things. And I would be so remiss if I didn't say, like at that time, Wiz T had just passed, you know, so shout out to, you know, Wiz and his family. Cause I just never heard anything but great things when I stepped into that role, right? And so I felt like I had a lot to, you know, to step up to. But then, yeah, I knew like the little transitional phase, so I hit him up. I was like, yo, you know, I'm across the street. Y'all looking for a DJ? They're like, no, we're good. But if anything comes available, I'm gonna let y'all know. And that summer, I got a call back. They were like, yeah, are you still interested?
What summer was this? What year?
2016.
Okay.
Yep. And so I was like, yeah, I went to my interview, you know, asked, why should we hire you, yada, yada, yada. And I show them, I don't know if y'all seen that, there's this picture of me with like a mop in my hand as a ball girl. And I show that to them. And I'm like, cause I grew up in this building, like I know what it sounds like. I know good, bad, ugly, and different. Like this chose me. I didn't choose it, kind of vibe.
That's real. That's real.
And that was 2016, and so here we are, 7 seasons later. Listen, I am no longer our team DJ. I want everybody to know that.
Yes, like, I want to talk to Cassine. What's the name is the team DJ now?
Yeah. Shippy.
Shifty, yeah, and Shifty, he's turning it up for real.
Shippy is handling that. You know, we still work very much together as a team, but in game, he handles that. Yeah. And it was
how was that? Like, was that a decision that was made by the team, by you? Because you're the culture.
Yeah.
So how was that transition? How was that decision made?
And to be fair, you know, I wanted to grow. Okay. I wanted to be able to do more things, and some things happened last season where we had, you know, some personnel shifts for a little while, and CA was PAing, and I stepped into, you know, help with CA and Ali's role, and you know, but we keep the doors open in that space. So when Sean came back, and you know, CA is now like my co-host. It was just natural. It was natural. But like I said, I mean, Shippy and I still very much work together, you know, on our music strategy. It's just that somebody's got to be up there pushing the buttons and making it all happen. You know what I mean? And that's where he's killing it at. And but yeah, you know, kind of want to do something different.
Exactly. Now I want to double back. You said, of course, with Skylar Diggins.
Yeah.
The WNBA. First and foremost, what are your thoughts on the promotion of the WNBA as far as the way it's pushed with marketing and things like that? What are your thoughts as far as how you feel, as a woman and seeing what they're doing?
I feel like it's getting better. I think that people meaning corporations, brands, can put their money where their mouth is, legit, in terms of sponsorships, partnerships, like really the things that drive these players' visibility, They said LeBron makes more than all of the WNBA put together. Can you imagine that, yo?
Like, what do you when you hear that? When you hear that, like, what comes to your mind? Like, what needs to be like? I'm raising a daughter. That's what comes to my mind, and my daughter has been around sports her whole life. You know what I mean? And it breaks my heart every single time she's like, we're in a Mavericks game, and she'll be like, "Mom, I wish Wings games were like this." Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I was like 18 years old, and I had a neighbor where she went off to the WNBA. I think she went to LA or something, and her mother was so excited. It was like everything. And I think her salary that she signed on for was like around, I think, like $75,000, $80,000. It was like, coming out of high school or whatever, it's a lot. But when you look at the grand scheme of it, I'm like, it's just a job. Like, this was 2003 or something like that. I'm like, this is the WNBA, and I'm like, rookie minimum. Exact for a guarantee for a draft pick for an NBA player, you're already entering 6-7 figures off the top, just being a lottery pick. Okay, a lot of us could change our lives with that money, if that was all the money we ever got. That's it. So the only reason I'm not getting this is because of my gender.
Now, do you think there's a woman in the WNBA who could beat LeBron? My
gosh, what? Bron would be the first to tell you, if he honestly, you know what I mean? And yes, I feel like and that's what I love about the W, and that's what I love about the potential that it has, is because I feel like, honestly, the work is just to get people in 2 more games, to put these games in bigger arenas, to allow people the opportunity to then see a sold out 20,000. You know what I mean? Like, there are markets that can do it. When you expand the offering, people will step up to the plate. But when you create this image like, oh, go play in this, other arena that's not, like, people, that's not appealing. Like, people want to go see them play at the AAC, you know what I mean? Or an equivalent. Watch those stands fill up. And I feel like, I'm not even gonna lie, my first WNBA game was the first game I DJ'd. No lie. So I'm not gonna like sit here and like, no, I didn't go to my first WNBA game until I was a full grown adult. But that's a problem. Like, where were the opportunities for me I've been to plenty Mavs games, So it's like, you just gotta they play so hard. Like Candace, aerial powers, you got shooters, you got size, you got speed, you have Liz. Like, I mean.
The reason I asked that is because, with the way that the world is changing, I don't even know why there is 2 leagues anymore. I feel like because they play, the women play just, yeah. You ain't never watched them play?
No, you ain't went to 24-hour fitness? Bro, I got lit up so bad by a girl, nigga, I had to leave.
Do you really want to see Shaq dunking on a female?
There are females as tall as Shaq.
Do you want to see a man? Do you want to see a man posterizing?
No, that'd be wild though. The alley oop on her.
I ain't gonna lie.
The Vince Carter on her.
I would love. No wait, I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see a poll on this. Like, do we want to see mixed gender leagues?
Yes, that would be too.
Bro, to buy a poster of Jordan dunking on a female. I mean, just frozen, and the female just wild, nigga.
But no. Here's the thing. I'm sorry. It's not about Jordan dunking on a female. It's about a female dunking on Jordan.
Okay. So I asked Mark Cuban this. So I asked Mark Cuban this. Should they lower the rim like 2 feet so where females could just overall dunk.
No, but people are they're I don't even think it's a problem right now. Like go to more WNBA games. Like you will see that like that. Like it's not necessarily you, but I'm just saying like people should see that it's not their lack of athleticism. I just feel like no.
The reason I say is because the NBA was struggling, and then they created the dunk contest, and the dunk contest made it like more appealing, and it became a thing. Fuck skill. It's about the dunks. Now it's back to skill now. So I'm thinking if there was a WNBA dunk contest, I don't know. It might be a little lit. I don't know.
And listen. I'm with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm with it. Like at high key. No, but even you know what though? Let's run with this because I'm that person. Let's throw a WNBA player in the dunk contest.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, wait. What's the nasty? Yeah, now I gotta ask you, what's the nastiest dunk you seen on somebody? Was it the Blake Griffin one? It might have been the newest one I just seen.
I ain't gonna lie. I did see Luka flying, was it 3 days ago? I didn't even know who it was, but like I think the thing is he got up and I was like, he's gonna just like finger roll that in. And bro, like it was like in the middle of the air, he gained like superpowers and he was like, and I was like, what? Like it's one thing when you don't see it coming, but yeah, that was.
Hey, let me wait. I gotta ask you. Let's just say your man was playing in the league and he got mashed on. I'm talking about dunked on bad. Like what would you say to him when he got home?
Nothing.
He gonna be like, baby, can you rub my back? Like, baby, I cannot. Not tonight.
I wouldn't say a thing.
You got a game tomorrow.
Like, great game, man. He like. I ain't gonna lie. I probably be the girl. I probably would be the girl that like I might have to laugh, bro. Like you, sometimes you just gotta be like.
You look over your girl.
That's boys. We the boys. We done.
But my thing is like, what you want me to do? Lie to you? Like,
no. They get into it. That's why that nigga dunked on you too.
And why you
now only when
you still laughing? It's been 4 weeks.
It can't be like that. You got. You know what I'm saying?
Which one is worse, the AI crossover or just getting dunked on?
Nah, bro. Nah, the crossovers are.
Yeah, I see nigga fall. Yeah.
Jalen, who did Jalen? Jalen got what? Jalen got Caruso the other day.
Oh damn.
And like, there's some bro. It'd be like, oh man. And then you know when they set it to like slow music and stuff, like.
When the nigga's shoes explode, you be like, oh that's.
Hey, was it a bad move to let what was our little point guard that was killing them niggas in the playoffs? What was his name? Who? Jalen Brunson. Was it a mistake to let him walk?
Ooh. I gotta go read my HR handbook on the. Right, hold on. This opinion is my opinion, right? It does not represent any of. No, I'm joking. I mean, look. Jalen was one of my favorite players for sure. You know what I mean? Just in terms of like thinking about what his future in the league looks like. But you know, like you gotta, you know, it's a lot more. This is a really interesting space. It's a business. Like there's opportunities like beyond basketball. Like, you know, I think New York is an amazing market to play if you get the opportunity. And you get to this thing one time, man. You can't have no regrets. So we gonna see. See. Is
it weird to see a player just lose his mind in a play? Like he never did that before. Like, bro, you've been on the team for 4 years. Where the fuck has this been? Like,
nah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like this shit, like sports, bro. I feel like sports have taught me everything I need to know about human beings. Like, I swear, I feel like I go through a case study of just like people just watching these guys over happy moments, sad moments. You gotta remember, I had to watch these guys play during COVID, during Black Lives Matter. Like, it don't matter. The world could be burning down and fans are in their seats because they need you to play some basketball. You know what I mean? And it's like, dang, at what point, like, do they even, like, can you imagine, like, at the lowest of the lows that we went through in these last 3 years, you're still expected to fully function and entertain. Like, that's a lot, you know? So, They got it. It's in there.
If you became the owner of the Mavericks, is there anything that you would change?
Man, to be nah, cause I have too much blue at this point. I'm committed. We're committed to the blue and green. I feel like maybe location where we play.
Oh, really? Victory's not?
No, it's nice. It's nice, but you gotta think. You gotta think in the future. Like, where's the city headed? You know what I mean?
Towards McKinney.
And that's what I'm saying. What's the answer to that? And see, there's an assumption there where it's like, oh, go a certain kind of way. But I'm like, nah, shakes it up.
Yeah. So
So
that's interesting though. So again, I worked at the Mavericks. I was bartending, and all of a sudden, COVID hit.
Mark Cuban face.
We were all there. The game
Scott Tomlin walked up to him with the phone like this.
Hey, the game shut down. It didn't even finish. It was like in the third quarter or some shit. And we had I remember looking at my bartender like we didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. No, it just was.
By the way, that was one of the best games in Mavericks history.
Bobon was going crazy. Like,
yes,
he was going nuts.
That was the most. It was so fun and it was like so weird because it was like if the world's going in with shit, let's just go out with the bang, you know? Yeah, that was wild.
What was your thoughts? Like, what was the first thing that was running through your mind when it was happening? For us, I was like, oh my God.
I was telling you, like, there was like a whole saga going on during our game. I think Golden State was getting ready to play their first fanless game. Yes. And then I think it was in OKC with like the whole situation with Rudy and the whole vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you were following that on like Bleacher or whatever you were listening on your phone, it was like, okay, so what's going on over there? Because typically what happens in another market will then definitely could affect like our market, right?
Right.
Fam, I don't think people were ready. But listen, my mom's a nurse. She was like, she had been trying to convince me not to go to work since January. Like
she knew. She knew.
She was like, you can't go to work. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Wait. Did your mother say it was man-made or it was, okay. We're not going to go there. No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
I just want to know the nurse. Okay, go. Get back to it.
Nah, yeah, that.
So your mother said in January, stop.
Yeah, she said stop. Then stop. But also before that, I had gone to Africa. I had gone to Ghana that December. Oh, wow. So coming back in, there was already talk about, it was in the news. If people just pay attention to the national, it was in the news. So that, and then, it got crazy real quick. But those were some crazy times. Yeah, that was March 11th. Yeah,
you said that you had an opportunity to go play the season following at the bubble?
So yes, so I had the opportunity to go to all three bubbles. So it was the NBA bubble. I passed on that because you had to commit to being there a certain amount of time. And you gotta remember, I have a baby girl who was going to start school.
Yeah.
So I needed to be home for that. I passed on the WNBA bubble and also the G League bubble. Cause it was scary. You gotta think. You think of things like, my thoughts? What if we go there and we can't come out? Or
right.
it was like all types of possibilities. You know what I mean?
Were they paying more to be living in this bubble with all these other NBA players?
It depends because some people are contract employees, some people are.
Yeah,
it's a lot of different factors. But people can now say they were part of the only ever NBA bubble.
Yeah.
Ever, right. And that means something.
Yeah.
So.
And people say Lakers didn't quite. It's an asterisk.
On that championship.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Give your reason why, just so we can.
Because it's those same circumstances are not reproducible. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can argue that there may have been more periods of rest, less traveling. Their variables were crazy.
Home games, away games, that matters.
Home court. What do people play for all season?
Home court advantage. Yeah, damn it, that's what we want.
Championship, they got it.
God damn it.
They got it.
All right, so I want to just touch on, because again, I got to go back to MC. That's what we're going to call him now, MC. Again, he put the culture in your hands. I'm just curious, what was it about y'all's relationship, or just what he trusted in you to know about the music in Dallas, and just giving you the hands and say, hey, whatever she says, because he was really like, whatever she says, I'm with it. It goes. And I'm like, you know.
You talking about the gatekeeper? The gatekeeper's pretty much co-signed you as, goddamn it, you got the, yeah.
Man, Mark, I just can't say enough about what Mark has taught me, just about being a hands-on business owner. You know what I mean? Like, he has every resource at his fingertips, but can tell you every small detail about, you know what I mean? Like, every part of his operation, you know? And so what?
And I'm just curious because Mark, sometimes you don't like to get approached with propositions and all, But if you had to go, or if you had an opportunity to go on Shark Tank, with some type of business, this is your chance right now. I'm just curious, what would you throw at the Shark Tank?
Oh my gosh, as in like, what would I pitch?
Yeah, what would you pitch?
You know what's crazy? It would be, I feel like where I would thrive, it would not be a product. It would be a service, right? That I would provide. And I may or may not just be thinking out loud right now. But I feel like one of the best ways to be able to recruit and retain talent is like a millennial concierge service. You know what I mean? For every sports franchise, really. And it's like curated by culture. You know what I mean? Because right now you're having guys come in the league that are like 17, 18, 19 years old. Like, it's a player's league right now. You know what I mean? Mark even talked about it in an interview with Taylor Rooks that he did, and he was like, these kids are superstars from the time they're teenagers. You know what I mean? So it would be like an in-house like communications, branding, like very customized agency, but for each individual team. Service-based. It's all about experience at this point in time, And then I just go to the Mavs and like make Bart vibes up.
Now, you be having that drip. Yeah, this is my
Getting
favorite
dressed is my favorite sport, y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
how many shoes do you have?
Look. She got some exclusive shit too, man. I know she.
At last count, upwards of like 100-something pairs.
Now, out of all those pairs, how many have you never worn?
At least like a half of those. Yeah.
So when did you get into the fashion part of it?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was what I would consider like I wore a uniform in high school. So like I think that at the time when people were like discovering like their swag and stuff, like I didn't really discover it until later. I'll probably say like 3, 4, 5 years ago. But y'all, I'm gonna be real. I've also gone up and down in size. Like there's been so much about me that's changed. But I feel like clothes are another language. Like if you see me, look at my game day wardrobe, like I'm always saying something. I'm always saying something. It's up to you to figure out what. But like I'm always saying something. So it's like I don't even, and that's why like when I like the other day, I just posted this one, like the other day I wore a Eastside Golf t-shirt with like this hat I had got at Urban, but it was like Dallas Open, like Oak Cliff Country Club. And it was talking about like the narrative, like Eastside just dropped their documentary, their partnership with Jordan. We have a Jordan athlete on our team. And I mean, I'm always saying something. I had on like New Balances or 1960s. It was Moalola. I'm always wearing black designers, local designers.
Yep.
Like, I'm always up to something. So I find that shit so fun. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Have you ever thought about getting into the fashion, like making your own brand, creating your own brand? Are y'all talking about it today?
We just talked about this
on
today.
The way here. Ivy League.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh shit, nigga. That was deep.
Oh man.
That was deep, nigga.
I'm gonna say he already submitted the trademark right now. It's all bad.
that's for the free. Just send us some. Just send us some.
I ain't even gonna be mad at you. No, I think now so, yeah. I think I've been having a little fun, like, just figuring myself out. Like, I think I've been having fun, really just, like, you know, trying to see but now, I'm so particular. Like, I like what I like. Like,
Right.
I like my pants a certain kind of way. I love, you know?
Is it more about comfort and style, or do you feel like you have to wear, like, fast fashion or expensive fashion? No?
I'm gonna be, no, you know, that's actually, I think that's, like, a very interesting question. Okay.
Keep it real too. Don't give us.
And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be real. Like, okay, it's important for us to think about sustainability when it comes to fashion, right? But sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, Boohoo hits or Fashion Nova hits or whatever. I just wish we owned more of those bigger platforms.
Amen.
So it would be less about, so now I can decide where I'm having because listen, labor is labor. You can manage it a certain kind of way. You can place standards, but I'd rather put money in a black person's pocket all the way through. So even if it's like they're factory workers and we're making sure that it's like, you know, ethical, but also like the designers, but also the owner. Like, I saw some crazy shit again. It's like, bro, LVMH, why are we putting so much money in people? Like, their wealth is incredible, but y'all will go buy a Louis Vuitton wallet like that, you know what I mean? But you won't go buy, you know, insert any black brand designer owner at that same level of consumption. Less about buying it too, gifting it to your homies, putting it in rap songs. We're getting bought. We're like legitimately, and then we're doing it to ourselves. Like, that's what's really messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Sold this shit.
Keep it, you know what I'm saying? But we would make fun of motherfuckers who are, let's be real. It depends on what kind of Sean John you wore. Like, it depends on what kind of Fubu you wore. Like, there's never been like that black brand, or we could do a better job of making it a YSL or a Balenci, or which we shouldn't even be like talking about right now, or insert any other. So I just got back from Paris. This is what got me. I'm like, yo, you think about how how far back these like family businesses date, and you're thinking about building a legacy for somebody else's grandkids who are already set for 10 lifetimes. Like, let's take all of our energy and put it into Rich Fresh or Western Rich, or insert, you know what I mean? Like, whatever other brand, like, put your money where your mouth is. But we don't do that though.
Now, can a dude wearing Team Jordans get Poizon Ivy's number?
But he worked hard, motherfucker.
Nah.
He good mic.
Brand new, he just got it today.
Brand new. $70. I don't say it.
I know it hurts. I know it hurts.
Then he buy you the matching pair.
Oh no, you know. It'll be the matching pair that get me. It'll be like the matching pairs will. I'll be like, hell nah. But like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
I
can't.
Can you be okay with dressing better than your man?
Ooh. I feel like that's yeah, 1000%. I'm always the best accessory. Like, it's me. Like, you know what I mean?
See,
me.
If he just
No,
can't
I'm
dress
gonna
it
help
out.
him out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am that girl who I'm like, baby, look, I love you, I really do, but.
Because I feel like the woman is supposed to look the best, of course.
She is.
But
you gotta match my fly.
Got to.
Wait. There was a video going around of a woman taking pictures of her man for Instagram. Was he in the wrong for having her take pictures so he could post on the gram, or was she in the wrong for taking the pictures of him to post on the gram?
Nah, y'all supposed to be a team. Wait, hold on. Like, you gotta make my content. I gotta make your content. Okay?
I was just mad because she didn't have a stack of money. Like, that's what I was mad about. He had on.
But you know,
She might have had this shit in the car. She might have given it ready.
it was really her. She just let him.
Right. No, he hitting that hoe. Nigga hitting that hoe.
Nah.
Now I'm just curious. What is your favorite pair of J's, the retros. For you, the one them this.
Like you mean like a silhouette or like my favorite pair?
Your
pair,
favorite,
like
you know, everyone he said the ones, but what do you go to for the retros when it comes to the?
I mean, I have a lot. I have a very.
I'm gonna need that number one though. I'm gonna need your top pick.
Okay, I have a lot of ones for sure.
Of course.
But I like my trophy rooms. I don't know. They just like, I think they were the first, like one of the first, like, it was one of the first pairs that was given to me. And I was like, y'all gave me, like, this is fire.
So that's a sentimental.
It's a sentimental value attached to it. But I mean, my go-tos, I really love my Alma Mater 4s.
Okay. God damn. Oh, that's fly.
Yeah. I like.
No, normally everybody say the 11s or something. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
The Concords.
I'm not a
Space Jam.
No, I'm not a big like. I don't like 11s like that. I don't like 12s like that.
Okay.
Ones, 4s. I recently got into 2s.
Okay.
5s are cool.
I got some just 5.
Yeah. Some 5s are cool. But nah, yeah. Ones me, please.
Now this is gonna be some Dallas shit, right? Music scene wise, you being a DJ, what do you personally think makes a good song? For those who are out here trying to make a song and they don't know, what do you look for as a good song?
I'm the most trash person to ask this question right now, because like right now I'm only listening to like, I'm really listening to like, I don't listen to anything but African music, Afro beats, music from the African diaspora, call it whatever you want. So like sonically, I'm in a weird space.
Right.
Cause like, I'm not even really sure like what good rap music means to me anymore. You know what I mean?
Y'all niggas so trash, she said, fuck it. Nigga so bad, she went to you.
She went over there.
She cut you niggas playlist out.
I mean,
shit.
Nah, we'll talk rap here in a second, but like right now,
Wizkid, Butter Boy.
Not even like, well, yeah, but like, yeah, I didn't mean like that, but like, I listen to like Victoni. There's a young lady out of Kenya, her name is Zenya. Like she's super dope. I mean, even like here, there's a dude named Azanti. He's from New York. Super fire.
Okay.
I mean, I listen to like a lot of random music, but like I like the like SoundCloud like deep dive. You know what I mean? So even me saying it, it's just like y'all not like just follow me. I post it, listen to it.
So let's do it like this. What Dallas song gets the Mavs crowd the hypest from what you feel?
Oh, Southside the Realest for
Southside the Realest.
Undeniably.
Shout out Tuck, goddamn it. Hurricane coming.
Undeniably. Like
you just know, like when you have that queued up, you just know it's about to just.
Bro, and it's crazy. Motherfuckers be tweeting about it, like tagging it, posting it. Like I think because it traverses so many different age groups, like
yeah. Does that give Tuck like always just a free pass to come to the games? Just like
Tuck always has a free pass.
Anytime I
feel like Tuck should have a free pass to go wherever he wants to in this motherfucking goddamn city. You know what I mean? Like, it's Tuck, like, you know.
Has he ever done the halftime show?
Tuck hasn't done a halftime show yet.
Wait a minute. Culture?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I say yet.
Okay.
I say yet. I think there's so much, you know, and again, like, I'm growing in this role. Definitely watch the space.
Got to.
But I think there's so much stuff that I want to see done. There's so many city legends, like on a lot of different fronts, on the music side, on the art side, on the fashion side, on the culture side, on the sports side, on the media side. Like Dallas is really cool, y'all. Like it's so much stuff going on over here. And I hope that our home, the Mavs, the AAC, can continue to be a place where like the city sees itself. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you see the big three 10 years from now?
Oh, the big three will be massive.
Like I can see just really a hip hop movement.
Fam,
brands coming in, like culture.
It'll be like, and I hate to make the comparison, but I hope that y'all will get what I'm saying. Culturally, it'll be like N1, but like times a million. You know what I mean? Like that was like way ahead of its time, and I think Big 3 is also ahead of its time. I think that people ask me all the time, even like with the Basketball Africa League, like what do you think that'll be? There's really like only a handful of like pro sports basketball leagues that have the same media value that the NBA has,
Right.
but that the big three will. I mean, look who runs it. You know what I mean? Like he gets it. You know.
And I swear, I felt in R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. I felt if there was some way they could just, not even every game, but just one season, incorporated Kobe Bryant, just come back one time for the big three, things like that. It'll just push that narrative, that culture to another.
It's a different level. I forget who it was in the offseason. It may have been, I forget, okay, I don't want to misquote, so it may have been, I forget who it was. But anyway, he was basically saying, like, talking to his fellow players, like, y'all, go play in the Drew Leagues. You know what I mean? Like, go play in y'all's pro-ams, because, like, some kids, they don't get the chance to go to an American Airlines Center or a Staples Center or, said NBA arena. The closest they're going to get is maybe a big three, you know what I mean? Or a pro-am league. So, like, all these auxiliary leagues are great and people have fun. And if you see the way the big three's program, like, there's a music entertainment value to it. Like, he has halftime shows. Like, it's a concert and a basketball game. Like, sign me up, That's
real nice. Like you just said, some kids and some grown people have never been to an NBA game.
Yeah.
I want you to sell it to them right now. What are they missing out on?
You be courtside though. I don't know. your view be a little different than it. Nigga be like you about to commit suicide in that third level.
I mean, it's hard to put into words. It's just why you have to come. You know what I mean? It's like I cannot tell you. You have to just come and experience. Like
3 seconds left.
No, you know what though? I ain't gonna lie. I think that's one of the most like. You know how it's like a sports movie in real life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some of the coolest things I've seen are like, some really big games where you see the whole arena, like for that 1 second, y'all, for that 5 seconds people are standing there, that moment right there, like nothing else matters. You know what I mean? You could be standing next to your worst enemy, but if this shot go in, though,
it's lit.
It's lit. You know what I mean? And that's like feeling that is you can't, man, it's a high. Like, it's definitely a great feeling. And I hope that, you get to experience it one day too, especially ours,
Nah, for real, man. We gotta get that chippy. What was your favorite sports moment? Like that you actually were there to witness?
Man, I've watched a lot of basketball. I would have to say.
Did you see Kobe drop 70? What was that? How many points he dropped on? No, on the Mavericks. He dropped like 60-some points in 3 quarters.
69, yeah.
You watched that?
Yeah.
That was terrible. I was like, what the fuck? He had 69, we had 68.
Yeah. He's like legit. I would say, man, it's been, I would say very recently, like,
I would say the Argentina versus France.
No, I said that she was there for.
Oh no, that was wild though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was crazy. Man, that's a hard question. Like, that's a hard question. To be honest, like, I want to sit here and like give you an answer, but I ain't gonna bullshit you. Yeah, not even that. Like,
it's so many moments. You be saying.
Yeah, it's like that's the thing, and it's like, if I say that, then but it's anything that has happened in the last however many years, across the street. But yeah, nah, I can't even lie to you. I ain't gonna do that to you.
Don't lie to us.
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't lie to us.
Give me the lie.
Now I'm curious, for friends and family, do they try to, hey, Ivy, I need to get to the game. I want, hey, let me in. Hook me up, Ivy.
I ain't gonna
How
lie.
do you dodge that?
I ain't gonna lie to you. You just do. Exactly. You just do. At some point, you just be like, nah, but I mean, in all honesty, like, I learned just how to be honest, bro. Like, I used to try to get everybody in, everybody this and everybody that, and I still do. Like, if I have it, I have it. If I don't, I don't. And I mean, and I don't think that, to be honest, I think people are really more couth than we give them credit for. Like, they don't ask a lot. They don't, but I also try to look out for the people who I know really want to go but won't ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's my cousin. That's my big cousin. That's my big cousin, though.
I done heard my name can get you at least. You know what I'm saying? You can get
We
you
definitely gonna try that shit. Yeah, you know me.
You can try and let me know.
That's my cousin. You know, we both from Africa. You know that, right?
Try and let me know.
Hey,
you know?
now keep it a bean. If you was dating a rapper, would you show him any love on the mix at all or nah? Throw him any love.
Hey man,
Who is this nigga?
y'all gonna go back and start watching old games like, let me see
Right,
which.
hold on.
Let me see which.
Who is this random? Let me see. This nigga,
Right,
he
let
ain't
me-
showing up on Shazam. I don't know about him.
Right? Who got them TV looks? Yeah. Why not?
That's what's up, man. That's some real shit.
Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah. Look, she finna have all the rap niggas her shit. Oh, hey, hold on.
No, but yeah, he will be pregame. He will be
Oh,
run-on, he will be halftime. He will be walk off. Don't let it be national TV because then he'll be extended in national TV timeout. What?
Hold on. If you made a song with your just name is the course Poizon Ivy. Poizon Ivy.
Speaking of that, what is the protocol for players that flirt?
I mean, look. Use your best judgment. Use your best judgment. Nah, I mean, look, I am, I can't control what somebody else does, but I can control, at the end of the day, it's gonna be how I react, you know what I mean? Or what I do.
It's crazy because you don't have to touch on it, but when I seen a situation with like the Boston Celtics and Nia Long, and it wasn't really a problem until like they said hierarchy got involved.
Yeah.
Where is your hierarchy? With whether from the janitor to the like, do you fall high in the hierarchy? Where like, hey, you can't really talk to.
I am a full-time Dallas Mavericks employee. So I'm gonna leave it right there. As far as Ivy's concerned, yeah, consult the handbook and act accordingly.
Basically.
But I mean, yeah, it's it's going, yeah.
There you go. Now there you go. Hey, and I'm just curious, who do you feel is the most exciting player right now? And I don't want you to say Luka because Luka's the easy one out.
Yeah.
Outside of Luka, who do you feel is the most exciting player in the NBA right now?
I'm a big John Morant fan.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say too. I was like, man, it's just
I'm a big John Morant fan. I'm a big Jordan Poole fan.
Jordan Poole. Oh man.
I mean, there are a lot of great players in the league right now. Like,
You seen this person? That viral clip where he dunked on somebody so bad. I'd never seen no shit like that. Yeah, it was an NBA. It was a young kid. I don't even know who he is.
No,
he dunked on that motherfucker so bad.
But I think what's about to even be super cool, and like I got the chance to spend some time with him. It's the thing is like Dallas is a big basketball city. Yeah. There are a lot of like pro trainers who live and work here. Shout out to like somebody like Tim Martin. Like Tim has Victor Wembanyama here in Dallas, last summer working out. You know what I mean? I think that's what I want people to know more about Dallas is like, look, there are places to go, things to do, people to see, places to shop. Like the other day, I just took like Shay and some of my friends from Oklahoma Thunder to shop around the city, like move around. We gotta start branding this spot. There's so much to do here, dude. It's like we have 2 major airports,
right.
All pro sports teams.
Right.
Even from a fashion side, we have like, for those who are interested, like every luxury store, most, that you can want. We have, on the flip side, you got all vintage stores, you got sneaker boutiques, you got everything. So like, my whole goal is to just really help the city feel like, bring it all together. Yeah,
my only thing to that is that, yes, Dallas does have a lot of those things, but they keep coming up with new things. Like, it'll be the same venue, like, say, hey, have you been to this spot, this boutique, this club? I've never been there, but you go there like, oh, I was here when it was called this. That's the nature of the business, though. I feel like that's the nature of the business everywhere you go, right? It's just that we, for whatever reason, are unable to have a mainstay for a long period of time. So it ain't my fault if somebody gets shot and I gotta rebrand, like I gotta close it down and I gotta be a new spot. Because if I say this name, then this name has become synonymous with this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah. Ivy League the store. It's coming. hey, he gonna sell it to you.
I'm about to say, have you hit purchase yet? I keep seeing him he on GoDaddy.com. He about to go, man. It's over.
He over there.
He never do my Black Queen like that.
Online locking it down.
90-10. Just give me the 10 now.
Right.
Hey man, hey, here we go, man. Poizon Ivy, goddamn it. It's like for everything that you've done for the city, like what people may not know you've done, and everything that you're gonna do, and even having this interview right now, coming and tapping with us, man, it's so important because we do wonder who is the person that is pushing the buttons. Who's the person that pushing even the NBA forward in the Dallas history? And again, you're so Dallas. It's like, I don't want no one to forget that. Like, bro, she's here, she's home, and she's pushing this culture forward for the city.
Shit came through.
I can't.
Came through looking like a million.
No, y'all are like, listen, I think that one of the things that if we haven't learned over the past couple of years is like, we only had this amount of time to show love. Like, we think that we gonna get time back at some point. We live like we're gonna get time back, right?
Yeah.
And the reality is we're not. Matter of fact, with every passing moment, you have less time than you did the moment before, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so why wait till when, right? Like, show people love. And y'all doing the damn thing. Like,
damn.
It's, less about, even before, I'm gonna be real, like, even before the MC interview, like, I've been peeping the couch. Like, for me, it was the couch.
Oh,
I really like this couch.
Oh, shit. You gonna make me point the camera at the ground so we could show these flowers you trying to give us, goddamn it. God damn it, we'll take them, goddamn it. I ain't shit. Nah, that's love though, not for real, man. For you to be tapped into what we're doing and finally you to tap in with us, man, it's a blessing, man. Like my nigga Fast would always say, man, never get too late to forget. For those that do want to follow you, see what you're doing, watch the movement again. Like you said, your fashion always tells a story, and I want them to follow your fashion journey.
Listen,
tell them how to get at you, how to follow you, how to see the movement.
So, and this is another great thing that I get to do on here is explain, like, Poizon Ivy is definitely still that's a brand that I've built. That's the DJ aspect of me. But very recently I've been going by my government name, Ivy Aweno, which
I love it.
Which allows me to be everything that I am more. And, I feel like for a second there, like if I went from DJ Poizon Ivy to Poizon Ivy the DJ to just Poizon Ivy, and it just felt like people had this just like need to keep me in this box. But I do so many other things. Like, growing up, I always saw myself, as an exec, a mogul of sorts. So this is like my journey. Like, what I'm saying?
Get to that moment.
Yeah. But I'm doing it my way. So like,
someone did say I can't find her on IG.
Exactly, because I changed my handle. So it's
right.
at Ivy Aweno, and that's IvyAwino. But that's it. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that. I'm on a radio every Sunday now, as of very recently.
Yes, I seen that. Congrats on that. God damn it. Afro beats and God damn it, the local. I mean,
you know the vibes.
Love. We know the vibes, man. That's love for real.
Shout out to the homie Spaceboy Fresh, but every Sunday.
Spaceboy.
Yeah, 979. The Beat Invasion, and checking out me putting. Listen, like, I'm really in this space where I'm like, you know what? The sports thing is phenomenal, an amazing platform. This is great. But I'm trying to like make Dallas like the U.S. hub for all Afro music. Like, and I think we can, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I really think we can.
And the best part about that, is, a dude who likes to invest lots and lots of money into people.
You got to spare 120.
Actually, I heard that, he's working on something. So, we're just going to
keep that in the tuck.
Yes, TBC.
Amen. Man, this is such a great honor that you came and sat down with us. You're definitely a legendary, beautiful black woman, and we love to have you. This is the best part.
Man.
Ivy Aweno?
Aweno.
Ivy Aweno. You are a real life street star.
Mama, I made it. I need my shirt though.
You're gonna press it up right now.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Moolah. Hey.